Welcome back to Superstarglam. Today's video is a get ready with me. I just wanted to chit chat. So it is a lengthy video because I couldn't stop talking. If you're interested to see my get ready with me, then just keep watching. So I'm using the last of like whatever I could scrape out of the IT Cosmetics number 50 Serum Collagen Veil Anti-Aging Primer. For foundation, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I'm also applying a drop of the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops in the shade Moonlight, just for a little bit of glow. So I'm really excited that we are in October because it is a fun month for me with the whole Halloween tutorials that I like to do, but I can't decide what I want to do. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff I want to do, but I'm not sure what I want to do. Obviously the fact that I want to do so much is good, but the reality is execution is the reality. If I'll have time to execute as many as I want to put up, but I at least want to do one or two Halloween tutorials. But I don't know, like I want to try something that I haven't tried before, but I also don't have much time. I don't know, I'm really out of ideas. So if you have any ideas, then just let me know. I would greatly appreciate any suggestions. I'm gonna go in with the Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC, just because it's almost out, so I just wanna finish it up. But it is pretty light, which is why I'm using it for just highlighting. I've been using less powders to set my face. With this foundation or CC cream, I do have to set it because it does stay a bit dewy, so I want that to stay in place. But if I'm wearing a more mattifying foundation, then I kind of have been skipping the powder, setting with powder. But I picked this up recently. It's the Rimmel Match Perfection, and what I discovered is that this is close. I don't know if it's an exact dupe, but it is close to the consistency, the way the powder feels. It feels just like the Coty Airspun, and I know a lot of people stay away from that powder because of its intense fragrance. I don't mind it, and I actually love it, and no matter what powders I use, I feel that that one always makes my face look so flawless. And it is the powder that I use when I do makeup on special occasions to other people. It's my go-to powder. Well, this one is such a close match to that in terms of the consistency, how it feels. I don't know how to describe it, but it is very similar. Now, the plus side is that there is a fragrance to this one as well, but it is so mild, like a baby scent, but very, very faint. And it's actually really affordable. It's I think I got it at Target for $4.99, so it's like less than $5. and you get 10 grams, 0.35 ounces. But I really been liking this a lot. And I even did a comparison. I applied it to one side of my face and then used a coating on the other side. And like I said, except for the fragrance, you couldn't tell the difference. I'm just going to use Hoola bronzer just to lightly contour. And I'm using this Sigma Soft Angle Contour F23. It's so good for powder contour. If it's like perfectly right here in the cheek area, and it buffs out the contour. And I rarely use this powder for bronzing for bronzer, but I have it and I do want to use it. It is the NARS. This is called the Tahiti Bronzer Laguna. Looks like this, and it did come with this little brush. I just keep it in there. I don't really use it. Yeah, I have this bronzer, but I rarely ever pull it out, so want to use it. Okay, so one of my favorite shows to watch, and I think more of the reason why I watch this show is because it's kind of like me and my mom's bonding time, because she loves those types of shows. And so we watch it every week and we get excited when the new season comes on, and it's on Dancing with the Stars. And so I've been watching Dancing with the Stars for a really long time. I mean, there was some on and off seasons. I think for the most part, if I don't like the cast or just they're not entertaining enough, then it's kind of like, do I really want to watch it? So this season, it's such a good cast. Like, I'm gonna apply this Tarte. I don't know if this is like a limited edition, but I got it in when I claimed my birthday prize from Sephora. It's in the shade, let me show you. It's in the shade Party. Anyway, so I watched the first episode of it, and it had me in tears. It had me laughing. It was a really emotional and entertaining episode. And the best part about it is that there's a lot of people there that no matter, I mean, I don't know, I guess because my interest varies, that I recognize almost everybody in like the entire cast. When I don't recognize them, I think that's when I'm a little bit more turned off. But the lady from Shark Tank, I don't remember her name. I really don't remember her name. But she comes out in it and she's hilarious. Like, it's like a different side to see her, because she's always like, I'm just using whatever was left over with this concealer just to prime my eyes, because I'm just going to lightly apply shadow. I'm not doing anything drastic. Yeah, so to see her in the professional setting, which is Shark Tank, you know, she's a tough cookie, right? But she's so much fun. Like, she's basically like admits being a cougar, and like she has a crush on one of the dancers who they partner her up with. So it's a really good dynamic. And then you have, just gonna lightly set this with powder. And then you have the married couple, which is Nick Lachey and wife Vanessa Lachey, and that's one of the I guess, famous people that in my generation, we've seen them pretty much grow up into what they are now. So it's, I've seen him from 98 Degrees, and then marrying Jessica Simpson, and then they're divorced, and then dating Vanessa. I forgot her last name. She had a kind of a unique last name. Anyways, and so to see them, and then they partnered up with another married couple. They're professional dancers, and they're actually on the show, and they're married. So it's such a cool dynamic. And then you have an amazing story of this girl. Oh my god, I forgot her name. Yeah, I totally blanked. I don't know her name. Anyway, she has such an amazing story, like a miraculous story, that's the story that brought me to tears. So emotional, and for that reason you're kind of rooting for her. Like, she's gone through so much, you want her to succeed. Oh, it's just good. And then you have oh my god, what is his name? Frankie Muniz, right? I don't know. He's on the show, and he still looks like a little kid, but he's not. But he still looks like a little kid, and he also has, I'm taking the ColourPop, what is this called? Oh, the Yes Place ColourPop palette, and I'm just applying like the lighter shade in the crease area. Actually, no, I'm gonna put the light brown. Yeah, so it's Frankie Muniz, and he's one of those actors that even my kids recognize. So yeah, so there's like a lot of people, and they're all pretty good. Oh my god. And then you have from the Divas, WWE wrestling. I was like obsessed with that show, and I was obsessed with oh my god, what is her name? I'm so bad with names. Natalie Eva Marie, I think it's her name. I don't know. It's a girl that had the red fire engine red hair, and now she has black hair, but when she had her red hair, I was like, goals. And that's why I decided to go redhead when I did, because I was obsessed with her. So anyways, but she's not on the show. It's but it's one of the members from the wrestling, and it's Bella from the Bella twins, or is that what they call? Anyways, they're wrestler twins, and it's Bella. She's actually engaged to John Cena, and so she's on the show. So it's hilarious to see her, because she has to go from like kicking people's butts to more refined, elegant dancer. It's funny. So enough of that. You could tell on this long rant that I'm like obsessed with that show. I've been watching it so much. I'm taking the Tarte, what is this? Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 shadow, and just going to use the dark shades, I guess, and buff on the outer part of my eye. I was taking acting classes when I was a senior, and I signed up to a management company that was going to be sending me to what is that called? To auditions. But I was just so shy. I mean, I wasn't shy when it came to actually performing, because I feel like I had the confidence. Once I had the part down and I practiced and all that, like I performed in front of the entire school, and that wasn't bad. I think it was the idea of not knowing what to expect that freaked me out. I never went to an audition because I was just too scared, and I just felt being in that class with like real professional people gave me all these insecurity issues because I felt like I wasn't good enough. Like I wasn't as dynamic and outgoing as most of them in there. I was really, really, really shy. So I think that right there made me feel like, yeah, you're not good enough. Maybe you should scratch that. So with that, you know, my dreams of acting, singing, dancing, all that went down the drain because I was just like, yeah, I'm not ready to be judged and be told that I'm not good enough. That's the sad truth. I don't think it's still to this day, I don't think I have enough thick skin to deal with that. It's another reason why I didn't complete cosmetology school. I went to cosmetology school. I mean, there were financial issues, which is why I didn't complete it. But why I didn't fight for it or returned? Because I've had plenty of time to return and get my license. I just have chosen not to because, again, the fact that you're being judged, your work is being judged. You get a client, and this happened to me during my time at school. I was on the floor and people were coming in and out all the time, getting services because obviously it's for a cheaper price than going to a real salon because you're getting it from a student. Anyway, so someone requested a haircut and they put me on that task, and I asked her what she wanted, and then the teacher kind of comes and coaches you and tells you, okay, you're gonna cut this at 45-degree angle, whatever. So I was like, okay. So I cut it exactly how she asked, and at the end of that haircut, when she looked at it, she was horrified. And I can't describe that feeling that you feel like blood rushing over you and sheer panic. I was just terrified because she was very outspoken, very vocal that she hated it, that wasn't what she asked for. Whoa, I don't know why I'm getting emotional. And she said, yeah, that's not what she asked for, that I ruined her hair. And I tried to explain to her, I was like, I gave you exactly what you asked. You know, I had to cut everything to even it out, whatever. And then, to make matters worse, I freak out and I want the teacher to come and kind of bail me out, you know, and she was nowhere to be found. Like, I couldn't find her. Eventually the lady left, you know, but that was the worst feeling, and I think that's the feeling that I carry with me when I do anything. That's why I don't do makeup as like a profession, where I like book clients and, you know, and do their, you know, their makeup or even hair, whatever. I don't do that because I'm not comfortable. I'm not ready to feel that way again and to be criticized that way. That's why the only people I ever do are people who I am more comfortable with, which is my family members. And because I think even then, even if they didn't like it, they probably wouldn't tell me. So I think that's why there's a level of comfort. Like, I do my family's makeup for that reason. There's too many insecurity, too many issues, too many feelings that have been buried deep down inside, that's the reason I wouldn't do it. But I think this is why I chose this journey too, because I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing what I love to do. I'm doing what I've sought out to do years ago, and I'm trying to now fulfill that dream without actually being hands-on, if you even understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm not doing it on clients, I'm not doing it on random people. You guys are just judging me on my own personal, skills, and me applying makeup on myself. So if there are any nasty comments that I ever get, I'm okay with that, because it's going to be directed on me, not my work on someone else. Does that make sense? And I'm ready for that. I've been kind of coaching myself that I should expect that all the time. That there are going to be nasty people out there. There are trolls out there that just looking to put someone down, So I think this is going to be a really good stepping stone for me, and I hope that it builds me up to have thicker skin. That's the hope. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with the Dose of Color, the collab Desi and Katie collab, and I'm gonna use the highlighter in Fuego. I forgot to apply highlighter. I went from not having anything to say to now this video is probably gonna be 1,000 years, 1,000 hours long. I'm gonna apply this lighter brown from the palette and just dust that on the lower lash line. I'm going to apply this like golden shade on my lid. That should finish this look up. Just going to apply, oh, I got it all over my lid. I'm using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I'm just gonna clean this up, this mess. I'm applying the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Mason, and I'm going to top it off with the Dose of Color, the Desi and Katie collection, and the shade More Creamer Please. And I have to say that this is like my new go-to favorite shade of lipstick, like nude lipstick. I just wish it would have been a liquid lip, but then again, Dose of Colors has like their variety. But anyways, I love that shade. I don't even like lipsticks, but I want to apply this shade all the time. So pretty. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera, and the reason why I do that all the time is because I hate doing my eyebrows. So I'll be back. Just finished my eyebrows and just added a few little dents to my hair, and that's it. I really hope that you enjoyed my get ready with me. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure that you let me know any Halloween tutorial ideas, put them down in the description box, and I will see you next time. Bye.